Hi everybody, I'm Jim, Four-Wheeling, Arkansas, and I am here with Stephan Moore with More Adventures. And we are on Caleb Baker's number 6 members trip. And I met you at the last Baker's member trip.
Yep.
No, well, we met at Jasper. I think I met you up there at Jasper.
Yeah, Jasper, and then we camped
places.
together at, what was it, the fourth?
Yeah.
Third or fourth members trip.
Yeah.
There over
at Big Rock.
over there by the Big Rock camp.
Yeah. Yep, of the Hanging Tree
Yeah.
deal. And so, anyway, so now we're at the next Baker's trip, which, what'd you think about this, man, yesterday? What was your thoughts about yesterday? Oh, and I forgot about Stephan's service dog, Frayia, is right here.
Yeah.
She is something else. We've really got to, she's awesome. And she's pretty new. You've only had her.
Oh, see, it's the beginning of December. I've had her since November 1st.
Yeah, I knew it hadn't been long.
Yeah, I've had her since November 1st, and it was just kind of a fortunate thing. It was kind of fell in my lap. I've been wanting to do the service dog program for a while, and I got invited from, what was it? Operation Freedom Exchange. They did
I'm out of here. I'll see you guys.
All right, buddy.
Absolutely. We'll see you on the next one.
But yeah, so Operation Freedom Exchange, the owner of that, he invited me to Lake of the Ozarks Jeep Invasion. And typically I don't go to just like Jeep only events like that, but they were doing a big veterans outreach thing because that's what they do. And then also friends of mine's with Jeeps for Heroes was giving away a Jeep out there and stuff, so I went out there to hang out with them. And I camped at the Lake of the Ozarks park there, like state park, and it was like $25 for a site. And that's when I had my wedge tent on my truck. Pulled straight in, flat concrete spot, perfectly level. All I had to do was pop my tent up.
Nice.
And it was good. But then, so anyway, I was there and I was roaming up down the strip because it was on that main strip there where the dam is. And they had vendors and stuff set up. And I come across a tent and it was canines on the front line. And I got to talking to them and stuff, and they will meet veterans or whatever that meet the criteria, and they will link them up with a service dog and sponsor them the service dog program and do that. So he gave me his card and information. I filled out the application and sent it in, and got approved for that. Well, then he was like, well, it's probably gonna be the end of the year or whatever. And well, that's fine. And then like a week, 2 weeks later, he met the lady and her husband that foster large breed dogs, and they had Frayia.
Okay.
And they wanted to put her in the service dog program, so he hit me up, and it was like a week later I drove to Jefferson City.
Awesome.
So then now we're going through the service dog program. It's either a 7 or 8 month program, and we're on like week 6.
Right.
So
you're leaving today, going to Jefferson City.
So that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because typically it's 4 hours and 20 minutes or something from the house. So me and her not in the truck 10 hours. I'll go on Sunday. We'll leave Sunday morning, go somewhere, get a hotel or get a camp somewhere, and then go to the academy on Monday, there 2-3 hours, and then drive home, and then I go back to work on Tuesday. But yeah, it's always something I want to do. But she is great. Like, it's so wild, like how I've only had her since November, and how the bond between me and her, and she protects me, and it's almost like she feeds off my energy sometimes, like,
Oh,
you
100%.
know, and
100%. Like when I was walking over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just kind of walking up, and I was just, and it was obvious to her I was walking towards you.
Yeah,
you know,
had my back
coming
to
over
you,
there.
and yeah.
And she's like, she come over there, and it wasn't, I mean, because I've interacted with her last couple of nights,
Yeah,
you know, and I mean,
yeah.
we're friendly, but that was kind of her deal, you know. Hey, I have to let him know that you're there, you know.
Yeah.
And so, and she's intuitive about that. And I
Right.
mean, she's on guard for that all. But and it's funny because she's making circles around it. She's off going to the bathroom and doing her thing. And she stepped up in my chair a while ago, you know, to pay her or whatever. But yeah, she's always on guard for that.
Yeah,
That's
she
super
definitely
cool.
guards and that's part of that Belgian Malinois in her. But she's Belgian Malinois Shepherd mix, and she's got enough pup in her still. But we believe she's between 1 and 2, but we think she's closer to 2.
Yeah.
And I haven't done I guess it's a DNA test or blood test you got to do to find out.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she's gorgeous dog.
She
very friendly.
Is real good about if I'm busy doing something, she'll watch my back.
Yeah.
And she's alerting me that somebody's coming.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was weird because, like we've been hanging out all weekend.
Yeah.
She knows everybody here. She's been loving on everybody here.
Yeah.
But all morning. And if you noticed, it was only in the mornings.
Yeah.
Like when she would do it.
Yeah.
But
well, even with your dad.
That's what I was supposed to say.
Even your dad, me and you were standing over here talking a while ago, and your dad come walking over, and she's like,
Yeah.
She was over there doing
getting in the boundary.
Yeah, exactly. And, but for your sanity and for your nerves and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be such a peace of mind.
It's so I went, with doing the military and being a disabled veteran, doing all that. You got your ups and downs and all that. When I've been married twice, well then you got that stress and the stress of life and everything, and and you're trying to cope with whatever internal injuries you had from combat and everything else. And once I got you get divorced and I see my kids every other weekend or whatever, and you get that almost sense of loneliness and kind of not really going into depression, but you get that you just want to have the interaction with somebody,
Yeah.
And she is an amazing companion, and she wants to be everywhere I'm at.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I'm doing; she don't care.
Yeah.
And
what's kind of funny about that, and I kind of understand that because I'm an over-the-road truck driver, 35 years, what I've always done. And so my wife, after the kids were grown and gone, she was there by herself. Now, we had a dog. We had a dog we got as a pup. We had her till she was 16. She passed away. She died at 16. And so we went about 6 or 8 months here, and my wife was like, at that point, it's almost like losing one of the kids, I mean, I don't want to say that, but I mean, you get so attached to them.
Yeah.
And she's like, man, I just don't want to go through that again. And about 6 months later, she's like, man, it would be so nice to have a dog around for company, because I'd leave on Sunday night or Monday, and I wouldn't be back till Friday night, So a lot of what they provide is just company, and it's somebody or something there that, no, that's,
well,
but I get that because I see that my wife was like that too.
Well, that like service dog, typically, people hear service dog, they think, well, what their first thing, well, what services are they doing for you? Now, I don't have a physical disability. I don't need help walking. I don't need help getting up, or I don't have seizures or nothing like that. So she's not. I'm not a diabetic, so she's not happening to hone in on my chemical. She's not honing in on my body chemical changes, but with struggling with PTSD, and I've got traumatic brain injury. With that, I get real bad migraines and stuff. So my depression and anxiety, my anxiety is real bad if I'm not taking my medicine and stuff. I'll be on edge, and it's hard to really explain, but it can be pretty intense sometimes, and having her around, it's like having a best friend, and she knows, like, when I'm having, it's almost like she knows when I'm having, it's like I'm having a bad day. It's like having a good friend, you're having a bad day and they come over and keep you company, and it makes you feel better. And then how protective and loyal she is, even though we've only been together a month and a few days. And the thing is I can, like right now, she don't have her vest on, so she loves just to be a dog. And that's what's cool is she's learning the difference. Like, I can get that vest on and put her vest on her, and she knows that she's got
It's time to work now.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I guess technically they're working dogs, but it's she knows I put the vest on. She's got to act a little different because we're probably going to go in public or somewhere. And she is very smart, and it blows my mind how just having a dog that is as smart as her and how she does. So it's more, I guess, with her, it's a service dog certification, but I guess it'd be more, she's more of a therapy dog for me. It's helping me with, coping and anxiety, because
And don't they train? They kind of train them for whatever it is that you
Yeah.
need specific.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
like,
I mean, to pick up on those things.
yeah. So like with a lot of people when they have anxiety, you'll see them. They'll be sitting around, and I do it too. You'll be doing stuff, and you'll just be sitting there
Yeah, rocking
shaking your
leg,
leg,
yeah,
or
got to be doing something.
you'll be sitting here doing stuff like this, or
Yeah.
you just got that
There's a tick almost.
there as you're
Yeah.
doing, and
And you don't even realize it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's part of the stuff too is and if I want to train her that way, because I've got a friend that's in the program that he's got a dog, and he does that real bad, and he shakes his leg. Well, he's got it now to where if he's sitting there, because she's right here with me, that's how his dog is. Stays right there. He's sitting there shaking his leg. His dog will reach up and put his hand on his leg, or if he don't stop, then he'll get up and like alert him, like, hey,
Yeah,
you wanted me to make you quit that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
No, that's super
that's
cool.
super cool, And there's some people in there. There's some elderly people that's got walkers, wheelchairs, and there's a lady that's got she's on a walker, and she got a smaller dog, but the dog, if she drops something, the dog will help her like pick her keys up or
Oh, okay.
whatever. Like the dog will have the leash.
Super cool.
The dog will have the leash hooked to its own collar, and
Yeah.
if she drops the leash, the dog will pick the other end up
And hand it
and,
back to
and
her.
give it back to her.
That's
Like
awesome.
you're supposed to have a hold of this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
It's amazing what they can train
Oh,
certain
yeah.
animals to do. It really is.
yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah, it blows my mind how much they do. But
And the help.
yeah,
So you have your dad. You were saying you guys are out all the time. You
Yeah.
spend a lot of time in the woods.
yeah, we do. So Dad's been doing it 30 years.
Mhm.
Back before overlanding was even a thing. I mean, I guess it's always been a thing, but it wasn't a
Defined
thing. It wasn't
yeah.
a defined hobby or something that was popular like it is.
Yeah.
And we grew up deer hunting and doing all that anyway. So I grew up outside and I prefer it.
Yeah.
But we started doing this. He introduced me to this type of stuff back in like 2021, and we started doing that. And it kicked, it clicked, and I fell in love with it, and it was therapeutic. Like it helped me clear my head. It's almost like I was able to shut the noise off
Yeah.
and clear my mind and disconnect. And
There's something about just being here and looking around, and it's
Yeah.
hard to be mad when you're sitting right here.
oh yeah,
You know.
And the thing is I sleep better when I'm out here.
Yeah. me
And
too.
what's wild is like, all right, you may be tired at home. You go to bed and sleep 3-4 hours at home. You wake up and you are groggy. You're tired. You might be grumpy.
Yeah.
We may go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be up by 7.
And happy to be up.
Happy as can be. Like I'm good. And yeah, we gotta, you gotta do your stuff around camp. Do
Yeah.
your whatever, however you got yourself set up. But
Yeah. Nope, loving it.
it's like it's part of the process. But yeah, so typically we started doing that, and we were doing it, a couple times a month, or once or twice a month if we could, as we could. And then when I got divorced back in February of, let's see, so it was early this year, early this year I got divorced, and I went on a 7-day trip, just me, and it was just me by myself, and I was just hopping, and that was before I had her, and it was great. Like I was in a different camp spot in the Ozarks every night. Like
Yeah.
some of it may be a spot like this where it's just a clearing up with a view,
Yeah.
but I prefer to camp by the water. That's just
Yeah.
what I like.
Yep.
And it was cool. And since then, so I've went every 2 weeks since the second week of February,
Oh wow.
and then started this. So we do that we leave on Sunday and then go to the class on Monday. So I was able, thankfully, work and stuff, they were super supportive. So they let me shift my schedule where I can work 4 10s instead of 5 8s, and
Okay.
I can have Monday off to do it.
There you go.
And so we camp if the weather's good. We typically will camp every Sunday,
That's awesome.
and I found a few. They're like WMA conservation areas
Mhm.
along the Osage River, there towards the Jefferson City area,
Mhm.
and we'll camp there. There's one that's just you're right off the road. I mean, you can almost throw a rock to the overpass,
Yeah.
but there's like 3 or 4 little gravel. There's a big gravel area with a vault toilet in the middle,
Oh okay.
and then on the other side towards the river, they got a big, nice ramp so you can put your boats in.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a spot designated for boat trailer parking.
Yeah.
And on the back side of that, there's 4 camp spots, and there's no driveways. It's just you got a fire pit, you know.
Yeah.
And you pull in there and camp. And I think there's a 72-hour limit.
Yeah.
Before, like you have to at least, I guess, move. I don't know, or if it's even enforced, but it's like a 72-hour limit or something. But it doesn't cost you anything. There's no hookups.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a vault toilet there, so you can do that. That makes it a little bit better.
Absolutely.
We go there sometimes just killing time before class. We'll just pull over there and run around and throw the ball with her and get her some energy out while we've been in the truck.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but yeah, we are out all the time. Typically, we like to camp hop. We'll go to a different camp spot every night, but we do the base camp stuff too, and we really enjoy it. But yeah, we're out. Well, now that I'm doing the thing with Frayia, I'm out every week, but
Yeah.
as far as get-togethers like this or trail riding, I would say 2 or 3 times a month for
Yeah.
normally 2 or 3 days at a time.
No, that's
So-
awesome.
I
And
really enjoy it.
You've got a channel as well. And
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, so and that was it's More Adventures is the channel name. So like on YouTube, it's More Adventures with a period on the end of it because I had to have that. It was taken, so
Yeah.
I shouldn't have used a period because people will think they will leave it off and then they can't find it. But
Yeah.
and then it's More Adventures 0321 on like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. If you were to look that up that way,
Yeah.
or you can look it up with my name. But started it when me and Dad were doing things, and I started working with other companies with tire repair stuff, hoses, compressors, and it wasn't nothing. It was just me being an ambassador, just using their stuff, and you might get a discount from time to time.
Yeah.
And started doing that. Well, then I started making little videos like on my phone or GoPro, and just started getting more into it. And I don't make full-length videos and stuff or sit down and edit some big huge video, but I like to do it or like to document little things by just sitting around making pictures of little short videos.
Yeah.
And it's more so like I use it to go get out. Yeah. Hey, he is okay. She ain't gonna bite you, but she'll headbutt
She
you.
make you nervous though,
Yeah, she definitely is. She definitely protects her own. I don't think she'll bite you, but she'll definitely headbutt you. And but yeah, you're okay, Frayia. You out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
All right.
See you guys.
huh?
See you
on
later.
next one.
And so the program, I set the channel up just more of documenting trips. Just is how it started.
Yeah.
Because you see neat stuff, you want to take pictures of it, you want to share it with your friends. Because people ask, like, you're doing all this, why are you doing it? What is it? What's so special about it? Well,
Well, being here is the first part.
yeah, and that's what I said. I was like, well, if you haven't experienced the peace of mind of being outdoors camping out here, where there's nothing, there's no hookups, there ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You got to do it to
It's not
understand
easy.
it.
There's nothing easy.
Yeah.
I mean, we make it as easy as possible with,
We
with
got our comforts, yeah.
We do, but it's not as easy as being at home.
Right. Yeah.
There is still a little bit of work involved, and I
Yeah.
think that's you still got to get out of a cold tent in the morning like this morning.
Yeah.
You know,
You still
and-
gotta get
and
out of your
build a
covers.
fire if you want to
Yeah.
a warm fire and
Yeah.
coffee or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And
And then it's being disconnected, just in the moment.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that for me is a lot of it. We have a little bit of service here, but as a general
you don't.
rule, I normally don't.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that.
oh, that's me too. I kind of almost prefer it sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's good to like I'll check in with Dad, but my phone sends with satellite, so I do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really the thing is I started More Adventures, and it was just because my dad and my brother, they go drag racing together.
Yeah.
And then me and Dad, we do outdoors camping stuff and trail riding and stuff together. And I did it more. I started off just doing it just to document and share trips, take pictures, more for like digital memory book.
Yeah.
And then I got to spending more time with people that make videos and do things. And I started doing a little bit more, but then I met so many different people, like genuine people that actually have really big hearts and care and want to help people.
Yeah.
And then you link up with fellow veterans, disabled veterans or whatever. Or some of them may not even be disabled, but they're a veteran. And law enforcement, fire, and just that community come together, the outreach, and just how it makes you feel better after a weekend like this of hanging out and sharing your stories, or even just shooting the crap around the fire.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Love that.
It's just the peace. It's just relaxing. It's kind of that's the thing why I like the water. It's a soothing thing, and you know, yeah, we do a little bit of work. You know, yeah, but what's weird is it's a different kind of tired.
Yeah.
Because your body does it. It recharges, and you get home on Sunday. Yeah, you're tired.
Yeah.
You still got to go to work. But it's a different tired than being your everyday with work. But you feel better. I feel recharged. I'm in a lot better mood right after I get back. You know?
Absolutely.
And
yeah, completely.
It so with that, I'll use my channel and what connections I have with different companies to get products and help them put their stuff out, and I'll also help because everybody's on a different financial budget, and that may not have that connection. They like somebody, I made a relationship with this person, but that buddy that needs that didn't build that relationship, so he may not get that same offer.
Yeah.
Or know how to get a hold of people or whatever. So I've used that discount sometimes and will help somebody else get something that they could use.
Sure.
And I would basically, if I don't get it for them and gift it to them or whatever, or I'll get it and then they'll give me the money back, or however I've done it that way.
Yeah.
I'll let them use my discount code, which a lot of it I have links and discount stuff, and did that, and they started doing it more of like a veterans outreach. But to me, the military does their outreach, but law enforcement and fire and EMTs and nurses,
We lack at that.
And
We're not really
they-
good at that in those communities.
yeah,
We're not
and
good at that.
in my opinion, they deserve the same acknowledgement and assistance like the military veterans get, because they're a veteran themselves doing what they did. 'Cause
Yeah, it's different. but
There's- it's a different
there's
style,
still a lot
but-
of trauma there. And,
yeah,
and each one has its different, EMTs, fire,
yeah,
and law enforcement. They're all, it's like military too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
different, but it's all still in that same realm or that same
Yeah.
scope. And so, yeah, I absolutely agree with that.
So, and that's me. It's more of helping other fellow veterans or people that I meet that may not even be affiliated law enforcement or military, helping them deal with their day-to-day stuff and help them get used to doing stuff like this, or getting them into it, and helping them experience it, because if you can get somebody that may have a rough life or struggle with anxiety or whatever going on,
Or just hard times because of life,
yeah,
I mean, sick family members, and or losing family
Yeah.
members, and friends or animals, just all those things.
right, and that's the thing.
Everybody has trauma.
Right.
It's not always the same, but everybody has.
Yeah,
it.
and it ain't, one of them, well, y'all do that and you get free handouts, and y'all do this. Well, no, we got to work to be able to get discounts, It's a
Exactly.
process to do that too.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you get fortunate sometimes, and you'll find companies that are willing to work with you, and
Yeah.
you get stuff, but
Yeah.
it's, you got to work at that as well. But
Sure.
it's more of, help somebody else, maybe not necessarily maybe better their life, but help them. Because it's good sometimes just to have somebody just to sit around and talk to.
Oh, 100%.
And you may find out something about somebody where you could help them better their life or get through a situation.
100%.
Maybe they're contemplating, suicide, or they had a death in the family, or they just don't know how to cope with whatever issues are going on, and just sitting around the fire, sometimes just having a one-on-one adult conversation,
Yeah.
whether there's anger or tears
Yeah.
or both.
Yeah, completely. I think that's
It
what
just-
fascinates me, but
Yeah.
it's just the people itself.
Right.
Because we all, and I was talking to Corey at Blind Spot Adventures about this too, people who are from different places, different backgrounds, different aspects in life, different ages, geographic. I mean, every every difference you can have.
Yeah.
But we all kind of come together in this one little community, and it
Yeah.
meshes. This community, if it's good at anything, it's meshing people together, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
can find people that you fit in with, even though you're not. Your background and stuff are so different.
Yeah.
To me, that's what fascinates me about this, the different people that I meet.
Yeah.
I've met so many amazing people.
Yeah,
doing
you
this,
meet great people,
you know, and from all over the country, you know.
absolutely, yeah.
It's
And-
amazing. And then you actually find out that, well, you know, I know that guy too, and he knows him. Those are good friends.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you got,
Yeah.
there's groups of people.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's one thing that I've enjoyed. You definitely find and meet very good people, good-hearted people
I think so too.
that actually care, and it ain't gonna be nothing where, you know, they're gonna physically do anything. It's just sometimes just
Sometimes
them
just a
being
phone
there
call's
and
enough.
yeah, have somebody to talk to or have somebody to hang out with, or
Yeah.
if you need something, they're there. If they need something, you know, it's vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, you help each other, and that's what I like about this community. You know, like yesterday, we was talking about how we like this trip. Like, I like the area we're in up here. This is a good spot,
yeah, I love
good
this.
open spot where we had room to spread out.
Yeah.
But nobody was on top of each other. But at the same time,
Still pretty close though. It's not
We're-
that
we're-
big for
yeah.
the rigs we had.
right. And we made it work well. And then
yeah.
yesterday, you know, it started off just a fun little trail, nice, easy thing, and had a little bit technical here and then there. When in that trail, it was almost like, even though we was on the legal trail, it felt like we was blazing our trail at some time. But
Yeah.
it had a mixture of scenic, technical, and challenging all in the same time.
And
but
then,
not a
and
single
then, And
person-
then Murphy showed up a couple of times,
Yeah,
as you know.
yeah. Murphy showed up a couple times, and things
But
happened. But that's
you know
part
what was
of it.
crazy though?
Part of it.
That
really.
was, to me, that was, I mean, and I hate it for him. You know, although it could have been so much worse.
Oh yeah.
But the way that everybody came together to overcome that.
Yeah.
Because we tried a little bit before and couldn't
Yeah.
lift that up. We just
Yeah.
wasn't enough of us.
Right.
Well, when everybody finally got back there, it's like, let's just try that one more time. You
Yeah.
know? And was actually able to, with
Yeah.
those extra 3 or 4 people, were
Yeah.
able to actually get it off
Enough
and
to
made it
get-
work.
yeah.
But it took everybody
Yeah.
to be a part of that.
Right.
And that's what I love about the
Right.
community. You know, everybody's, oh, I need this. Well, I
Yeah.
got one. I'll go to my, you know, my rig and get this. And
Yeah.
I got that. You know, I need this. Okay, you know, that's
Yeah.
what I love about it. Everybody's willing to pitch in, and so that's to me. You never hear anybody fighting over a campfire. You know, nobody's
Yeah.
arguing
Yeah.
over a campfire.
Yeah, and
I love
all
that.
that stuff with the way the trees were down
Yeah.
and the way they had their little bypasses to.
Yeah.
And it to me, it was like almost like the locals were using. They made their little area so they could work around to make it to where you could get through.
Yeah.
That you could see where they were actively cutting up wood, but
Yeah. Yeah.
nobody got mad. We would just help each other. You'd wiggle your way through, and
Yeah.
you know, you'd have your little challenges. We'd help each other down the rocky stuff and
Yeah.
through it.
Loved it.
And you know, it was a mixture of everything, and it was a long day.
Yeah. Very
But
long day.
nobody was mad. Nobody had a bad attitude. Everybody
Yeah.
come back here.
We still come back and built the fire and
We
sat
come
around
back here and built the fire. Everybody
ate
ate their supper real quick, and then we
and
met
then
around
went
the
to the
fire,
fire, yeah.
and
was there forever last night.
yeah, and then there was laughs, and you know,
Yeah.
yeah, some of them went to bed early, but
Most of us
I was-
didn't.
I was
up till midnight.
tired. Yeah, I was tired when we got here. I could have went to bed as soon as we got back.
I could have sat there and listened forever, and I thought I'm just gonna sit here and fall asleep. I just couldn't stay awake any longer.
Yeah.
You know, and so I finally had to go, and I think I bailed out a little after midnight. You know.
Yeah.
But and then that was nice too, because when people started going to bed, then the conversation kind of toned down, got a little quieter.
Yeah.
It's always respectful.
Yeah.
That's what I just love about this
Right.
community.
Well, that's the thing too.
That's why I want to be a part of it. It's why,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. You know, because you may have people that they want to come do it and they want to hang out, and whether they drink or not, it doesn't matter. You know, they're here for the same reasons, and they'll just sit around the fire with you, and we'll all shoot the bull and carry on, and
Yeah.
they will go to bed at 7, 8 o'clock, some 9, 10, sometimes 3, 4,
Yeah.
2, whatever.
Exactly.
Because I think every night this weekend I went to bed after midnight.
Yeah.
One night I hit 2 o'clock. I don't know what it was last night, maybe 1:30,
Probably.
and
I know I didn't hear you, and I wasn't very far on Park Road
Yeah.
over there, pretty
well,
close.
that's what I like too. Like that's a pretty good fire. We had a pretty good group of people around it.
Yes.
But everybody, all right, they're going to bed, so like we
Just
moved the
quiet
circle
down
in
a
and we
little
quieted
bit.
down. You know,
Yeah.
there wasn't
Yeah.
no bickering or complaining.
No,
Y'all are
absolutely.
being too loud.
Yep.
You're in my way. Or
Yeah, there's none of that. Okay, well,
But-
I think we're going to end this about here. But I know that we had been talking about we're going to try to get together and
Yeah.
catch up and do a little trail riding and camping together and here before long. And I've got all your information now, and we're going to keep in touch. And
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You're also affiliated with 870.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
So
that deal?
so we started a group, and we do charities and fundraisers, and then we just do camping get-togethers, and hang out like this.
Yeah, that's
and-
like whiskey and waypoints
Yeah.
and bourbon on the buffalo and some of those things like
Yeah,
that.
we
Maybe
try to
three or
do
four of them.
something at least every quarter or every other
Okay.
quarter. We'll do larger scale events. We'll do a couple of those a year. And the rest of them are stuff like exactly like this weekend. We're just trail riding and hanging out.
Yeah.
And we'll do some get-togethers. And sometimes we have stuff to give away. Sometimes we don't. So it's just how big this stuff's going to be. But yeah, that our group is Overland 870. It was originated out of Northeast Arkansas. That's why we named it 870. That's our area code.
Right.
But we've got people from all over the country, and we've even got people from Canada.
Yeah.
And
There's a podcast or something like
yeah,
that. Isn't
we
there
do a podcast on Tuesdays most of the time. Sometimes we have to adjust schedule with people's work and life, but
Yeah.
most time on Tuesday nights about 7, we'll do that. And we'll be on there about an hour or so and
Cool.
do different events and get-togethers and stuff, and just help bring the community together, help each other out. Go trail riding, go camping, go fishing, we'll go floating.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hiking.
Yep.
And we do a little bit of community stuff. We get and do some community outreach. We'll do some fundraisers and charity events and stuff, and
Very cool.
that's pretty neat. And but that's a good group of guys and people, because it's feral chicks are in there.
Yep.
You got a bunch of different groups. Everybody's got their own little channel, their own little niche, but you got bigger groups. So you got Baker and his channel, and then you got like the feral chicks. Everybody's got their little group, but then we all kind of come together. And we're all part of Overland 870, and we just do that because we were doing it as a smaller group, and then we were sitting around a fire one night, and we were like, we need to make this bigger, and then we might be able to host events and do our own thing,
Yeah.
And it was kind of just fly by the seat of your pants, got it all together and started, and it went to growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
So then we kind of, got a game plan together and made a command decision. We made a board of directors so we can, get things organized and set up, and that way you don't have too many people trying to, too many chiefs, not enough Indians,
Right,
kind of,
right.
You don't have too many people, but then you can be a little organized,
Yeah.
with it, and
And I was watching John with Healing Trails Overland. He went to your last Whiskey and Waypoints up there, and he put out a really cool video on that, and thought he'd done a spectacular job on that.
I
And
really
I thought he really showed what that event was all about. I was at Polar Bear that weekend, and I
Right.
wasn't able to go. And
Yeah.
it was just,
Right.
and so I wasn't able to go up there.
Yeah, I like John Howe. He is an amazing guy, and he's prior law enforcement veteran. And I met him through Caleb, and
Yeah, me too.
me and John have become real good friends, and
Yeah.
we check on each other. We'll text each other and check on each other and different things.
He was supposed to be here with us this weekend.
I know it.
And
I
he
hated
got
it.
sick and had to back out the last minute, and I had been really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to sit down and do one of these with him too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
of his story. We hung out, spent quite a bit of time around the campfire at Rito,
Oh, okay.
and he
Yeah.
camped right across from us, and he come over. Him and Sean, his buddy Sean, they'd come over and spend some time with us. And I really got to know him. We've been trying to get some camping stuff together. And,
Right. But
that's
let's
cool.
that'd be something that'd be fun to get together.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do some camping with y'all, and
100%.
with Chris and Amy and everybody, and get together and do something. It don't have to be no large scale. I prefer smaller groups anyway.
I do too. I do too. Yeah.
But that would be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
there's a few of them I haven't ever camped with or trail rode with, and that's me. It don't have to be wild
I
and
think that's
technical.
my biggest thing is there's so many people that I meet in this,
Yeah.
and it's hard to find time to get around with everybody because there's so many people that I want to camp
Yeah.
with. You meet new
Right.
people all the time, and it's like, man, that would be cool to sit around the fire and just
Yeah.
visit.
Yeah.
Just in a little smaller setting than
Yeah,
this.
that's
And it's
my
like trying to schedule all that stuff out and kind of work everybody in, and then
Yeah.
work schedules and everything else. So. But anyway, I think we're going to kind of wrap this up.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
Stephen, thank you very much for sitting down here. and
Oh,
doing
absolutely,
this.
anytime.
And, no, love this. and it'll be a little while before all this comes out because it's just. But I don't edit anything. Everybody pulling up. That's just what happens.
That's right.
And so
that's just the life
I
of it.
love that.
Yeah.
About it. It's real, and we're here camping. I mean, that's
Absolutely.
what we're doing. So anyway, thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Come on. I love that with her.